I'll see guys like Jeff Hoffman, Aaron Nola, Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner are all in 14 draft. And I walked in one day and there's a case of it on the ping pong table. As they're opening it, they hit a redemption card out of a 2014 product. It was Aaron Nola, a redemption card. Everyone was like, Strahm, what's this mean? And I was like, means he didn't sign his cards in time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back into the break room. I'm your host, Cody Pasby. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to Mojobreak Media. We've got the break room every other Friday. We have our weekly podcast, The Hype, every Tuesday, and every week we have box break previews of the latest releases as well. Today on the break room, we're talking to All-Star pitcher from the Philadelphia Phillies, Matt Strahm. He's one of the biggest collectors among pro athletes in the hobby. We talked to him about that and ripped open some boxes of baseball cards. Check out our conversation with Matt Strahm. Welcome back into the break room, everybody. Very excited to have a guy who is a true collector here on today's show. He's also an all-star pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, host of the Card Life Stadium Polls on YouTube. It's Matt Strahm here on the show. Matt, what's going on, man?
Not much. Thanks for having me. Super excited.
Thrilled to have you on, man. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So the way it's going to go, we talked about it a little bit. We're going to open up these packs and boxes as we go along, throw some questions at you. But first of all, the Card Life new season just started, and I understand, was that the first card show that you have been able to go to? I think it was in Philadelphia, right? How was that experience?
Yeah, so I mean, I went to some smaller local card shops as a kid, or card shows as a kid. But yeah, I've never been to anything like that. The Philly card show, that was wild. You know, at first when I was going there, I was like, oh, it'd be cool to set up a table and just make trades with fans and everything. And when I got there, I was like, yo, don't tell anyone we're doing this table and just let it happen naturally, because it was a zoo. There was a ton of people there. It was a good turnout, but no, it was fun. And I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to find an incognito way of going about and find my disguise so I can go check out some more.
Yeah, I mean, if things work out, because I think I'd have to look at the Philly schedule.
It is, yeah. I know where you're going.
Yeah, the National is in Chicago this year. So, and we've got Fanatics Fest, I think, in June in New York. So,
I think the National starts on a Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday through Sunday usually is what it goes.
We play a Wednesday game, but I think it's a day game. But it's one of those games where they have the option to move it to a night game if they want to, because we have an off day Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I haven't talked to the boss yet about it, but pondered the idea of maybe staying back a night and then getting my own flight out Thursday night after the National, but we'll see. Not
a bad thought. I mean, Wednesday, usually you get trade night, so that's always a big event. Yeah, hey, I'd recommend it. If you've never done it, it's one of those where it's like it's cool to like check it off the bucket list and say you've been there. So we'll see. I'm rooting for you. So let's get right into these packs, man. Let's start off with that 2017. We threw in a Heritage High number. So this one is 2017. We were trying to find something from your rookie season. I don't know if your rookie card is in there, but there's going to be guys, of course, that I know you came up with, or guys that you played with in there. So let's see what you got in that one.
Bradley Zimmer. I roomed with his brother Kyle for a whole year as I rehabbed. And actually just got to know Bradley over those years, because obviously sharing an apartment with his brother. Sanzatella, played against him a lot in the National League West when I was with San Diego. Babyface Montgomery.
Oh, man, look at Jordan there.
Those are the good ones.
That's awesome. I know we were looking far and wide. Those 2017 Series 1 boxes can be a little hard to find, but
yeah, we got this guy Aaron Judge who makes our product very expensive and not enjoyable to rip for chasing a middle relief rookie card.
I want to get into your interest in collecting, how you got into this, and specifically going back to your rookie year right there as we're kind of going down memory lane. Like, how do you compare where how many players were collecting maybe when you came up versus right now, where now we're seeing Bobby Witt and Mike Trout are all big collectors, and so many other guys as well. So where do you compare it to when you started to where we are in this moment?
Yeah, so just a quick background of collecting for me. As a kid, it was always something cool to do, and Darren Erstead was a big player in the big leagues for small town North Dakota kids. I mean, he grew up an hour and a half away from me in North Dakota, and so just chasing Darren Erstead cards. I mean, his Angels jersey, like it was fun. And then I got into Pokemon at about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, and did that until I was 13. And then I kind of got out of cards as a whole. And then I ended up getting my first card deal in 2017, and just like signing cards and everything. It's kind of like a surreal moment. Like, I used to run to Big Nick's, the card shop in Fargo, to see if I could like pull Darren Erstead. Now I'm signing them. And it was just kind of cool. And then in 18, my brother got drafted, and my brother's always had the entrepreneur mindset, and he loves making a buck. And so he was flipping cards in the offseason. He was doing more like basketball and football, or he did mostly basketball, but he would dabble in football a little bit. And he was flipping cards here and there. And then one day I picked up some groceries for my wife on the way home. And as I was checking out at Target, I saw the card aisle. So I grabbed a few boxes of 18, and we went home, and I believe we hit a Ronald Acuna, might have been 19 product, because he was an 18 rookie, and it was his rookie cup, so it was 19 product. Hit his rookie cup to 150, and I felt like I was 12 years old again, and I've been a pack rat since that day.
That's all it takes, is that one hit to get you back in.
Collecting, though, in the big leagues as a whole, like when I debuted in 2016, like the autograph hounds that sit outside with the big binders and asking someone to sign 12 cards, like those guys just kind of have a bad name in clubhouses. Like they're called green flies is what we call them. So you usually only find green flies in a certain area. And but anyway, so like it was never a thing, and everyone kind of just rolled their eyes at it. And then I would say the COVID shutdown, when cards were actually like spiking, everyone, like, it just kind of opened their eyes to, dang, these are worth something. It's like, yeah, like it's no different. Like the Bryce Harper 101 is no different than the Superman #1 issued copy comic book. Like it's a collectible. And so then, I mean, now I'll walk in and I'll see guys like Jeff Hoffman, Aaron Nola, Kyle Schwarber, and Trey Turner are all in 14 draft, the product 14 Bowman draft. And I walked in one day, and there's a case of it on the ping pong table. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You guys are degenerates. And they're just sitting there trying to rip themselves. And it was a cool moment. It was fun. But
that's really cool. And yeah, that's a box, boy. You want to talk about loaded, all those names you just mentioned. Jeez, that is a heck of a
was it cool to watch them all open it? The crazy part of that whole story is as they're opening it, they hit a redemption card out of a 2014 product. It was Aaron Nola, a redemption card.
Look, I think
like, Strahm, what's this mean? And I was like, means he didn't sign his cards in time.
Yeah. Oh man, like, dude, come on now. Funny. Well, I mean, hey, it's instant redemption right there. You just get him to sign the card right there, and we're done. That's a true 1-of-1 right there. If you can.
Well, I still have it, and like
really?
they put all the cards in my locker when they were done. Like they kept themselves and put everything else in my locker, and I was like, yo. Like I sorted all the hits, and I believe Jeff was the one that bought the case. So I sorted all the hits and top loaded them. And I was like, yo, give these to your boys. Like, it is what it is. But I kept the redemption card. I'm gonna ask Aaron to sign that for me. I just want him to sign the redemption card. I think it's kind of funny.
We got a few more packs there for you, though. Let's get to those real quick. But while you grab those, one last thing about your rookie year. I mean, you came up with the Royals during a really exciting time in that franchise's history. Your 2016, you come in late and like you make an instant impact. I think you had like 13 straight appearances. You didn't give up a run in there, and you're part of a bullpen too, where you're making that impact with guys who were like, I remember that KC bullpen is like untouchable in like 2014, 2015. Wade Davis, Kelvin Herrera, Luke Hochevar. Just talk about like coming up with those guys, and really through that organization, like, how much did it impact your development coming up through an organization that was going on World Series runs? And like, and getting to learn from all of those, a few of those vets that I just mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, get goosebumps thinking about it. But I mean, they molded me to who I am. I mean, I joined a clubhouse of a bunch of guys who have been there, done that. I mean, they were less than 365 days removed from doing it for what we do it for. That just won the World Series, and it was actually like, I think again that just it showed me how to have fun and how to do your business in the big leagues. That's where I think people mess up. It's like you winning fixes everything. So if you're winning, no one cares what you're doing. But you got to understand that in the business. And then when it all of a sudden stops, you have to do your work, and you have to stay level headed. Like that was a clubhouse of guys. I mean, Eric Hosmer, Mike Moustakis, Alex Gordon, Joakim Soria, Chris Young, like Jason Vargas, Ian Kennedy. Like I don't think there was a guy that had under 8 years of service that I looked to my left. I got Drew Butera, one of the best backup catchers to ever play. Like he was unbelievable. And to watch him go through his work, knowing he wasn't getting an at bat that night, like that, why am I not going to do my work? So, and then I look to my right, I got Lorenzo Cain. He's one of the best center fielders to do it in the last 2 decades. And so, it was very easy for me to follow suit, so to speak, like just fall in line. And I mean, I had great role models, and I mean, yeah, just watch and follow is kind of what I did.
Taking a quick break here on the break room to let you guys know about Mojobreak.com. It is your one-stop shop for the best sports card breaks. We've got everything: baseball, basketball, football, hockey, UFC, soccer. We even got Star Wars and entertainment cards. If you want to get into a break today, now's your chance to save. Use promo code BREAKROOM4. That's going to give you 10% off your next purchase at Mojobreak.com. So go over there and maybe you'll hit some amazing cards like these.
The last. Oh! Triple logo, man! What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh my God! We did it!
Don't wait. Go to Mojobreak.com right now. Use that promo code BREAKROOM4. That'll give you 10% off your next purchase at Mojobreak.com. Let's get into these packs. We got, I think those are 2023 finest flashback, I think is what we got. We got 3 of those. I think the refractors are harder to come by in this one. That 96 design. Hey,
Volpe rookie.
That's a very solid start with the Volpe insert rookie.
So I do team packs before the game. Like I'll put 4 team packs of stuff I've ripped that's like base cards of Phillies guys, and then I always throw one of my cards autoed in there. Put like 5 cards in a team bag, and I just throw them out in the bullpen before the game. So that's where those go. But I always offer them to guys with kids first. I'm like, yo, does your son want this?
Ooh, oh, there's the man right there, Mike Trout.
Is that not numbered?
No. So yeah, there are very few numbered in this one, and I think the big thing you're looking for is
that
like,
not a gold or a yellow?
It should be, yeah. It looks like it is a yellow, but yeah, I don't see any numbering because I know the
says
numbers
rare on the back, I guess, just in the bottom.
That's right. So it's actually that's what the way they did it, like the 96, where it's like bronze, silver, and gold. So that actually right there, that ends up being a heck of a hit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because the bronze say common.
Yep.
Nothing to write home about in the third one.
All right. Well, we tried on that one. That Trout one's not too bad right there.
Hey, that Trout one's sick.
That was pretty nice right there. And I think I actually saw you opened one of those finest flashbacks and got one of your biggest hits too. I think you got like a Pete Alonso super in there.
God. Yeah, that was actually when I just started Stadium Pulls. That was the first year of it. And it was, I remember like yesterday, day game in San Francisco, and I'm like, yo, I'm going up to open them in the splash zone. Like, so I went up to the wall and I'm sitting there, and it was like first, second, or third pack. It was early in the box, and I was like, oh, we have a super. And I was going to set it down, and it's like I felt the wind up there, and I was like, nah, we can't set this down, so let's just do it now. And it was a day game. I hadn't ate breakfast. All I had was a triple Americano, espresso Americano, and I'm sitting here just shaking, like I just couldn't contain it. But that was awesome.
It's funny you mentioned that because I looked at the comment section. I think it was one of the first comments. I'll just quote the guy. He said, "Guy's a late inning reliever with nerves of steel until he pulls a piece of cardboard and he loses his mind." I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I get like that all the time when I hit big cards. Like my brother and I hit a Bobby Witt Sapphire to 5. I mean, we're screaming around the house, jumping around. Got yelled at by my wife because my daughter was napping. But I mean, it's an adrenaline rush. It's fun.
Let's move on to that archives box. Let's open that thing up. And this is going to be the lunchbox version, actually. So you're going to get that little lunchbox in there. Plus, you're guaranteed an autograph. Obviously, those throwback designs, some of the years that are highlighted, 1961, 1970, and 1994 are the highlighted sets in there. Plus, they're throwing in some really fun stuff. Obviously, there's vets, legends. This year, they've even gone, like, we've pulled Joe Buck's autograph out of this as well.
Well, we got an insert of Harper or something.
Okay. Hey, there we go. A lot of Bryce featured in a lot of these sets.
Oh, Pete Crow Armstrong purple.
Ooh, very nice.
Not bad. Well, there's another Bryce Harper insert.
I think you're also looking at some 2000. The most recent would be a 2000 design.
Hey, we got a purple JT. I'm sure his daughters will like that one.
Hey, there we go.
Roger. I've started every time I hit Roger, I set it in Cody. I put it on Cody's nameplate in his locker and see how long it takes him to see it. That's where I joke with him. I was like, you don't realize how much money you and your brothers missed out in high school. Like you guys could have went down to the card shop, bought all the Roger Clemens ones, brought them home, had them sign them.
Yeah,
bring
exactly.
them in class, sell them for $10 a pop. You guys would have been rolling.
We mentioned that Pete Alonso Super you pulled. What is the best Superfractor right now in your collection?
Best Superfractor I have. I mean, probably the Pete. The Pete's the only on-card Super I have. I have my 20, 21, 22, and 23. Or 21, 22, and 23 Superfractors of myself. Hey, that's not a bad auto. There we go.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
Not a bad auto is underselling it right there.
Sick.
Oh, my gosh. We got the Jackson Holiday rookie auto.
Sick.
Oh,
man. I love how Topps is going more on card and getting rid of the stickers.
Yes.
Just looks
lot more.
All righty.
All right. Well, that does it for the archives box there. Hey,
I would say that was a
win.
That was a winner.
So we got one more box. It's going to be the highlight here. Before we get to it, we've been talking a lot of hobby, but I'd be remiss. I got to ask some on the field, a few more on the field questions, because you arrive in Philadelphia, you come in really solid track record in your career with KC, Padres, Boston, but you have really taken it to another level. And I think a big part of that, the thing that sticks out, is the switch to a slider as part of your pitching repertoire. So it's a pitch that I can remember. I think it was NLDS. I think you got it as the final strike to Von Grisham. There's been some battles with Shohei Ohtani where you've got the best of them with that pitch. So just take us through, like, how did you come about adding that to the repertoire for you, and just talk about how you got that into your arsenal and how it helped you reach this all-star level in the last years.
Yeah. So I mean, something I've always prided myself in is just attacking the zone, throwing strikes. Even most of us pitchers, we play baseball to be hitting. So I know guys don't want to be standing out on defense that long. So I try to be as efficient as I can and attack the zone. I've always had a pretty good feel of spinning a breaking ball for a strike, and I struggled a lot to get it below the zone. So in the big leagues, having a strike breaking ball isn't always, if that's all you have, it's not going to last. So like I got away with a lot of stuff because I have a unique fastball. But when I got here to Philly, as soon as I signed, Caleb was talking to me from the day I signed all the way until I reported to spring. But I remember him asking me, he came out and watched the bullpen before I came out to Florida. He came out to Arizona and watched me throw at my home gym. And he asked me what I wanted to work on. And I just said, dude, if I could get at the time I called it my curveball. It's like, if I can get my curveball to just be more of a true back footer to a righty, I think you could blindfold me and I could flip one in there for a strike. But I struggle to get a swing and miss. I overcook it. It just, something's not right. And then when I showed up to spring, Caleb's really good with this seam shifting stuff, and it's all about stuff that I'm not smart enough to wrap my head around. And sure, it's like physics and all this stuff with how the baseball and the seams come off your fingers. So he asked me how I threw it. I showed him how I threw it, and he's like, dude, this is easy. Just turn the ball like this. So literally all it was him. My whole life, I thought I was trying to make four seams spin. So if you can imagine a baseball, I was like hooking around it, trying to spin so both fat parts are spinning, and thinking I was getting four seams to catch. But really, when it comes out of your hand, your thumb kind of pops it, and then you're getting the opposite. So start with it on two, you'll get four. And as soon as he showed me that and I threw one, you could just see it like actually go straight out of my hand and go down. I was like, yo, why am I 31 years old and just learning this?
It is incredible that you could go your whole life doing it and having great success, and yet all it takes is that one little
I mean, literally, we didn't change anything about, like, I mean, my cues over the season always change on like how to get my curveball, like whether it's out front more or cock the wrist early, like those cues are always changing. But my grip, my fingers, everything are the same. We just rotated the baseball. I was like, yo, that's wild.
Yeah. Simple as that. Sometimes, yeah, good advice for kids. Sometimes if something's not working, just all it can take is one little tweak. Right.
Tiny adjustments in this game do a lot.
All right, let's open up that Luminaries box. One hit, and always something big. You know you're guaranteed an auto. You're guaranteed something big out of this one. So we had to save it for last.
Yeah, and being like myself as a pack rat, I don't open a lot of this stuff because like you get a case in front of you, it's only one card a box, and you just rip through it and it's over. So
yeah, you go through that thing, you just fly through it, and it's some huge stuff. We've pulled some huge Ohtani patch autos this year out of that. Juan Soto's, really cool stuff.
All righty, here we go. Let's see
what we got. The grand reveal.
We got, who's that? Christian Yelich.
That's Yelich.
Yeah, Yelich.
Nice.
25, 80 home runs.
Christian Yelich.
Record, I believe. Oh, those are some sick cases they have him in this year.
Yeah, that has been one of the biggest changes. Is now they've got those in those really cool mag slabs this year. I think there's a Zion slab. Yeah, there's Zion slabs this year.
Yeah,
really nice. Makes it really stand out.
That is sick. That is sweet. Actually, he added 2 cards over the All-Star game to my personal collection for me, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
a couple of his own, or what were they?
I'll change this one out in my. So I have a box of everyone who takes me deep, and I'll put this one in there since it's got the home run patch. And he's hit probably the furthest home run off of me in the big leagues. Darren Balsley was all in my head about throwing a changeup to lefties. And he's like, you should do it. You should do it. And I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then I think it was like the 5th inning. I think I got Yelly earlier in the game to like ground out or something. And I got him 2 strikes, and Hedges Hedges gave me like a look like, Darren's been wanting you to throw it. Do you want to throw it? Like, kind of like, it wasn't the convicted Austin Hedges, here's 4 fingers.
Yeah,
it was like, huh? Like, maybe. So I was like, sure. And I threw it. It was one of those, as soon as it left your hand, like, I'm sure Yelich thinks he got a fastball because, dude, he put it. It was a good one.
Yeah, geez. Well, now you can look at that card, and unfortunately, you'll be thinking about that home run every time. That is big boy territory too.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Well, there you go, Matt. That was a lot of fun.
We saved that one.
Oh, we got one more pack. That's right. Oh man, I almost forgot. We did. We really saved the best for last.
I didn't want to hit a Ohtani short print Christmas hat right away. You
know what? You snuck up on me. I almost forgot we had that 2018 holiday pack with the chance for the Ohtani rookies.
We got Kyle Tucker, Rosario, and Kopech. No Ohtani.
No Ohtani. Damn.
No.
Damn. Well, you know what? I think he's 1 for 5 against you. Is that right? I think I have it right. So
yeah, and the one is an infield single, and he is for how big he is. I mean, every time you cover first base, you kind of have a sense, like you just feel when another human's exerting 100% effort, you kind of feel the presence of that around you. So my entire career running, you kind of just sense where the runner is and run in front of them and catch the ball. And I remember I covered first and I couldn't feel him. And I was like, is he not running? And as soon as I caught it and looked to touch the base, I see his foot past the base. I'm like, what just happened? So he straight up just beat me to the bag. He's fast.
He is very fast. And
He's fast.
Obviously, this last year really took that to another level with the 50-50 season. But that's got to be a feather in your cap, that you've had a nice career against Ohtani. At least the last few times you've been able to get the best of them. Matt, this was a lot of fun. Congrats on that Jackson Holiday, on the Yelich and all the cards. Really cool.
Thank you so much for the cards.
Of course. And we appreciate you coming in here to the break room. Of course, best of luck this season with the Phillies, the Card Life. We're going to be able to catch new episodes of that. You're going to be also doing some more stadium pulls as well this season?
Yeah, I got to get better at it. I've kind of fallen off the wagon. I got a 4-year-old daughter now, so I used to, my wife would be off doing something with one of the other players' wives, and I would just get to the field and open cards. And now it's drag my feet with my daughter as long as I can, and then head to the field for the day. But I'm gonna try to get better at it. And it's probably gonna be mostly road trip stuff, but I'll try to get better at it this year for sure.
That's it. And you know what? You're only a few years away where maybe she can open those cards with you, and you guys can share that together.
She already does, and it was actually funny. She opened up the cards the other day with me, and we were opening it, and I said, "Who do you want?" She goes, "I don't know. I just hope it's not any Mets, so I don't have to throw them away."
She's learning well. She's learning well.
It was good, but appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
Big thanks once again to Matt Strahm. And Matt, let us know when Aaron Nola signs that redemption card. We're eagerly awaiting the result of that one. Let us know in the comments which baseball players you would love to see in the break room. Mike Trout, Bobby Witt, we know they're collectors. Maybe they will stop by the break room one day. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see. Make sure to like this video. Subscribe to Mojobreak Media, podcasts, box breaks, and new episodes of the break room every other Friday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.